Hey, you guys. Happy Tuesday evening. It's Julie here. I was hoping to be joined by Carrie, of course, but we had some technical difficulties. So it's just going to be me tonight. I'm going to share with you guys why we're doing this 30-day reset and kind of what it's all about. So let's just dive right in. Those of you who have heard us talking about this 30-day reset that we're doing, it's all about changing some behaviors, cleansing, and kind of starting new or resetting. So we're going to combine two things. And you have the option, if you'd like to join us, you can do both of these two things, or you can choose to just do one. It's totally up to you. So the two sort of programs that we're going to be doing and running in a private group are doTERRA's 30-day cleanse and renew, which is, I'm going to go over that, what all is included in that. And then we're also going to be doing the Whole 30, which is more of a meal plan, or it's really kind of an elimination type diet. But we'll go into detail about that in just a few minutes. So I'm going to dive right in. Let's talk first about why detoxing and cleansing periodically is important. I know you guys hear us talk about this a lot, but with something that we really truly believe in and have seen such massive benefit from. So cleansing periodically is important because our bodies have toxins in them, no matter how clean we eat, no matter how clean the products are we put on our bodies, what we bring into our home. Inevitably, just from the environment and the world that we live in, we are going to have chemicals and toxins in our body. And what happens over time is our body actually gets loaded down with those chemicals and toxins, and it's hard for our natural detoxing systems that our body naturally has. Many of our organs help to detox. It's hard for those organs to kind of keep up if they're loaded down with more and more toxins. So this is really about kind of helping give your organs a little boost, or just helping them out a little bit and getting rid of those chemicals and toxins. So we like to do this particular cleanse, this 30-day cleanse and renew. We like to do that about twice a year. So October and April is generally when we do it, and we do it in a guided group where we can all kind of support each other, share things that are helpful. So we would love for you to join us. Many of you have joined us before, and it's been great. So love to have you again, or if you're new, that would be awesome as well. So let's talk for a minute, just briefly, about toxic load and like, what is toxic load anyway? Well, toxic load is basically the burden that those toxins that we've come in contact with in the environment, things from our food, things from our personal care products, the burden that it puts on our body. And as I was mentioning, it's like the strain that it puts on our body, and our body is not able to get rid of those as effectively the more that we have. So what do the toxins do anyway? Like, why is this even important? That's a question that a lot of people want to know. Well, it can do lots of different things. I'm just going to name a few. It can make us really sick, honestly. It can cause lots of inflammation. These toxins can cause lots of inflammation in our body, weaken our immune system. They can certainly decrease our energy. They can disrupt our hormones. They can cause skin issues, digestive issues, aches and pains in the body. I mean, it can really just wreak havoc on the body. So periodically, again, it's important to rid our body of these chemicals and toxins. And if you guys are jumping on and you have questions at all about any of the information that I'm going over tonight, how the group's going to work, then please feel free just to type those in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them. Okay. So in the cleanse and renew products, supplements that doTERRA offers, this actually comes in a kit. So you're able to get that in a kit. And if you are, I'll go ahead and say this up front and I'll mention it again later. If you happen to be new to doTERRA and you don't have a wholesale membership, that cleanse and renew kit, all of these products come in a kit together. You can actually get those at 20% off. That whole kit is 20% off this month, which doTERRA's only done this one other time. So it's an amazing deal. So this is a great month to do it. And then you'll be set up for the cleanse that starts October 1st. Okay, so the first thing that is in the Cleanse and Renew kit is the Lifelong Vitality Pack. Now, the Lifelong Vitality Pack is a vitamin and nutrient pack. It has 3 different components to it. The first one is a multivitamin. It's full of vitamins, minerals, lots of antioxidants, 12 servings of fruits and vegetables, just really great and foundational to our bodies because we don't get the proper nutrients in our food these days. Just the way that our food is sourced and grown, we just don't get the proper nutrients that our body needs on a deep level. The second thing in that Lifelong Vitality Pack are your omega-3 fatty acids. So basically think fish oil, flaxseed oil. And what doTERRA offers is a combination of both plant and marine fatty acids, so to speak. So these are wonderful for increasing energy, decreasing inflammation. I mean, healthy fats are crucial to brain health, heart health, joint health, eyes, skin, everything in our body, really. Gut health, super important to gut health. And then the third component to that Lifelong Vitality Pack is your cellular complex. Now, the cellular complex is what helps keep our cells healthy. And if we want to stay well and free of potential chronic diseases, even acute diseases, then we need our cells to be super healthy and low in inflammation. So we want our whole body to be low in inflammation, right? And that's what this LLV Lifelong Vitality Pack does for us. So that is the first part of this cleanse. You would take the Lifelong Vitality Pack every day. Then the next thing that we add, now this cleanse is actually broken down into 3 phases. And so really it's about helping to rid your body of the chemicals and toxins. And then the last phase is really about renewing and restoring. And that's where most of our probiotics will come in. Now, all of this will be completely outlined for you. You'll know exactly what to take when. We outline all of that in the group. I'm not going to go into great detail of when you take which supplements because it'll all be outlined on a nice little graphic that you can print out for yourself and have. That's what I do. I keep it right in my kitchen so that I know exactly what to take for the first 10 days, the second 10 days, and then the third 10 days. So it's broken down, like I said, into 3 phases. So let's talk for a minute about the elimination pathways. So a couple of elimination pathways, again, getting rid of chemicals and toxins, are the intestines, the skin, the lungs, and the kidneys. Okay, now there are a couple of products that we're going to use that really help to support those elimination pathways. So this is really about mainly the main one that we'll support here and utilize, so to speak, is the GI tract, right? So the GI system cleanses and filters out what enters our body, those wastes that enter our body. This is so important. Gut health, this is a huge problem for a lot of people. If we don't have really good gut health, we can't have the health that we want in general. We don't have a good immune system. We can't maintain a healthy weight. We have skin issues. We have energy problems. So the first thing that we're going to take is our Terrazyme. Now, Terrazyme is a digestive enzyme. Digestive enzymes are amazing. They help to promote proper, first of all, digestion and then elimination. Okay, a lot of people have problems with things like constipation. That is crucial to detoxing. Having regular bowel movements is crucial to detoxing and cleansing and ridding your body of toxins. So if you have any GI problems, then you 100% need kind of a reset to get everything back on track and to promote good gut health. So the digestive enzymes, most people, some foods have digestive enzymes in them, but most people don't get enough from their food. So this is important. We'll take the digestive enzymes when we eat. And what those do are they actually help to, again, break down the food, but then also help your body to absorb the nutrients from the food and again, digest it properly. Now, the second thing that we will include kind of in the digestive area and supporting those elimination pathways is something called GX Assist. Now, this is a supplement that really helps to kind of flush the intestines of chemicals and toxins that have been built up as a result of all those things we put in our body. But what happens is our body is not able to, once we have that buildup, our body can't really break down and absorb the nutrients and minerals, vitamins from the food properly unless we're cleansing it periodically. So that's what GX Assist is going to help with. So that's one we'll take. And then the third one in the kind of GI category is your PB Assist. This will come in the last phase, in the renewal phase, when we're we've kind of gotten rid of the toxins, chemicals, the bad stuff, and now we're going to replace with the good stuff, with the probiotics, with the really good bacteria. And we really need lots of good probiotics. We need it for our immune system. We need it for our gut health. So key, especially this time of year, we want to be amping up our immune system, right? Because we're inevitably going to be exposed to things that we don't want to be exposed to, but we are, and we want our bodies to be able to fight things off really quickly. So that's kind of the GI cleansing component, or those are the cleansing components of this cleanse and renew. And then next is the endocrine system. Now, when we think about the endocrine system, we think kidneys again. We also think liver and pancreas. Okay, so there is a blend that doTERRA has come up with called Zendocrine, and this is what really supports that endocrine system. We typically, many people have had a question about, there are two forms of Zendocrine that come in pill form. The Zendocrine Complex, which is more of a whole foods plant. It has some plants and herbs. They're actually, that is on back order right now. So we are not going to utilize that during this cleanse, but what we will use is the Zendocrine Soft Gels. Okay, so the Zendocrine Soft Gels, this is a mix of oils. It's just oils. It doesn't have the herbs and everything in it. It's just oils, and it is really great for promoting detoxing in that endocrine system. So that's the way that we'll cleanse the endocrine system. And then the next component is the cellular support. Now, this comes in phase 3 as well, when we're really kind of renewing. We cleansed, and now we really want to get those cells as healthy as we possibly can. And what we use for that is a complex or a blend called DDR Prime. This is the cellular complex. It's amazing for keeping those cells really healthy, renewing them, restoring them. Remember that most diseases, whether it's an acute disease or a chronic disease, start not only with inflammation, but they start with unhealthy cells. Okay, so we have to have very, very healthy cells if we want to have energy and if we want to stay well, and not get sick and those kind of things. So really, really important that we renew our cells, and that's what the DDR Prime is for. So those are all of the supplements for the Cleanse and Renew kit that we will be using during this 30-day reset. Now, there's one other product that we will use, and that is lemon essential oil. Lemon, we'll use this throughout the entire cleanse, and we'll be drinking that in our water. One thing that we know is crucial to energy, to cleansing, to overall health is water, 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 right? Sometimes we get tired of drinking, just plain water. Lemon essential oil is amazing in your water, and it promotes a daily detox. So I like to take this is a 25-ounce stainless water bottle. I put about 3 drops of lemon in here, fill it up. I'll fill it up again, and then on the 3rd time, I'll add 3 more drops of lemon. So I can usually fill it up twice and still taste the lemon pretty well. And then I'll add more a 3rd time. I try to drink 4 of these a day. So really, again, hydration is going to be key to getting rid of those chemicals and toxins. Okay, that's really, honestly, all there is to the Cleanse and Renew, that part of the 30-day reset, the Cleanse and Renew, that's all the supplements that there are that we will be taking. So those are all going to, again, promote that deep detox that our body needs at least a couple times a year. And many of you joined us in April when we did the 30-day Cleanse and Renew. This time we are adding a little something to it, which I'm super, super excited about, and that is the Whole30. So we are going to be doing, I actually have my book right here. It's not essential by any means that you have this book. I just want to show it to you. And I want to kind of go over some guidelines of what Whole30 entails. I think most people nowadays have heard of the Whole30 and have either done it before or have contemplated doing it, or just want to know, what is it and how could it help me? So that's what I'm going to tell you. So this is the book. There are several books available, but this is the main one that has all of the information about, what Whole30 is all about, why you would want to even consider doing this, eating plan, and also has recipes in it. So this is a great one to have if you're interested in kind of reading more about it. You can totally Google this stuff and find all of this information, most all of it, at least the basics, online. So don't, feel like you have to have that at all. So let's just kind of talk about first, what is Whole30? And I've done several Whole30s before, and I try to eat this way most of the time, but so this is really more, if you're familiar with paleo, it's very similar to a paleo diet. So when I'm not eating Whole30, I'm typically eating paleo. So, all right, what is the Whole30? So Whole30 is basically an eating plan that you do for 30 days, makes sense, right? That's all about just resetting your health, resetting your eating habits, and your relationship with food. That is really big because we know, all of us know we eat for different reasons. And I mean, like, not when we're just hungry, right? We might eat when we're happy, when we're sad, when we're stressed, when we're nervous. There are a lot of triggers for each and every one of us has some kind of trigger, probably, that if we're really honest and sit down and look, we've developed habits around, right? And a lot of times unhealthy habits that we don't want. So this eating plan will help you to break those habits. That's what I love about it. And I have certainly experienced that, which I'll share with you in just a few minutes. The premise really behind the Whole30 is that there are certain food groups that may be having a negative impact on your health and also on the quality of life that you have without you even realizing it. Okay, now I want to give you an example of this. That's something that happened to me. So I did a cleanse. This was probably like 4 years ago or so, and it was all really the main thing that I ate. Didn't eat any meat. By the way, this one, you eat lots of meat, so if you're worried about that, no worries. But I didn't eat any meat, and my main protein source was legumes. Like I would eat a lot of lentils, a lot of chickpeas, a lot of quinoa, that kind of stuff. And I was noticing, all that stuff is like really healthy stuff, right? You'd think, okay, I should be like, doing really well on this. Well, I would notice that, first of all, my stomach would be really bloated after I would eat that stuff. And then I would also have a headache after eating, and I just could not figure it out. I was like, what is wrong with me? Like, why do I feel this way after eating all this healthy food, right? And, many times it's not like I was overeating or, eating too large of a portion. So it wasn't until I decided to do Whole30 that I realized that too many of those things, like especially lentils and chickpeas, I can eat a small amount now and be okay, but eating that and too much quinoa, all of that was making me feel that way. So it really, really helped me out so much. And I think that if you have things like fatigue, joint aches and pains from inflammation, a hard time losing weight, if you have skin issues, you don't have healthy glowing skin, if you have digestive issues, then all of that can really be directly related to our food, even if it's healthy food. So I want you to hear that. Just because people say, gosh, you need to eat these chickpeas, they're super healthy for you. If your body does not agree with those, or if those don't agree with your body and you don't digest them properly, then that's not going to be the best food for you. And that's what I loved about this is it's not only an elimination plan, then you start to kind of reintroduce some of the food groups at the end, and you get to see how your body reacts to them. So what they've done is this program basically eliminates certain foods that science, and this is based on science, which is what I love. This isn't just like some random people just put this together. They actually looked at the science behind this. They looked at what foods have been shown to disrupt metabolism. What foods and food groups have been shown to promote unhealthy cravings, to damage your digestive system, to burden your immune system, and to cause inflammation. And they have eliminated those food groups, which I'm going to talk about what you can and can't eat in just a minute. They've eliminated those food groups so that you have the opportunity to see if those are affecting the way that you feel, the way that your digestion is, your skin, all of those things that I just mentioned. So if you have any of those things, I would really encourage you to give this a try. It is 100% worth it. And I know it has helped so many people. And that's why we truly believe in it and we love it. And so we thought, we're doing this 30-day cleanse. Anyway, let's do a whole 30 with it and invite people to join. So we're just really excited about it. Now, before I dive into what you can and cannot have or eat on the plan, let me just say, the best part is if you love coffee, you can have coffee because most cleanses and things like that, you cannot have caffeine, right? So the whole 30 eating plan, you can totally have coffee. So there's a big plus right there, right? Okay, so let's talk about the things we're going to avoid for the 30 days, okay? We're going to avoid sugar. Guys, I mean, like, we know it's not healthy, right? Turns on inflammation in our body. It weakens our immune system. It's just terrible for us. And it is one of the, if not the absolute most addictive foods or things that we consume. So 100% we're not going to have sugar. Now, that means no natural forms of sugar either. We're not going to have maple syrup or honey or agave, any of that stuff. We're not going to have any of those for the 30 days. And I promise you, sugar is my weakness. So I know 100% what results, positive results, what effect this can have on you in the 30 days. It will, if you have a sugar addiction, it will totally just reset you and you will not be craving the sugar like you might be doing right now, during this time, because that's been like an up and down for me my whole life. But since I kind of adopted this way of eating and did the whole 30 and then kind of stuck with this way of eating, it has made a world of difference, y'all. I used to be like, oh my gosh, so bad about eating sweets. So we're not going to have sugar. That's number one. Number two, not going to have alcohol in any form, not even in cooking. Doesn't matter. 30 days, no alcohol. We're not going to eat grains. Okay, so now this includes things like wheat, oats, corn, rice, quinoa, buckwheat, anything like that. We're not going to have any grains. Grains can actually, for a lot of people, they're not digested properly and they can turn on some inflammation in your body. So I would encourage you, especially if you have issues like joint pain, things that could be related to inflammation, this would be great for you to give. I mean, what do you have to lose? 30 days, right? All right, next thing we're not going to eat are legumes. We're not going to eat any type of beans. That means black beans, red beans, pinto beans, white beans, kidney beans, any kind of these chickpeas, lentils. We're not going to eat peanuts. No, peanuts are considered a legume. So we're not going to eat any peanut butter. We can have almond butter, cashew butter, other nut butters, but we're not going to have any peanut butter, okay? Let's see, what else? Any forms of soy. So that would be soy sauce, that would be tofu, edamame, anything like that. We're going to avoid. Dairy, we're going to avoid dairy. Dairy is one of the things that is known to turn on inflammation and create lots of mucus in the body. So we're going to eliminate dairy. That includes not only like cow's milk products, cheese, yogurt, milk, sour cream. It also includes goat and sheep milk. So no goat's milk. If you eat like goat cheese, can't have any of that either. We're also going to make sure we are getting things that are free of things like MSG, sulfites, carrageenan. I mean, we're wanting to stay away from anything really processed anyway. We're not going to eat any baked goods. So like eating, it does not matter if it has, quote, approved ingredients, which you're probably not going to find a muffin that doesn't have, although actually I have a banana bread that actually does not have any kind of added sugar in it. But it's off limits because that can be a real trigger for people who are trying to reset eating a baked good. It's like super comforting, it's kind of sweet, and it doesn't allow you to get that reset, especially if you're a person who, has a real craving for sugar. So we're not going to do any baked goods. And then the last thing is, we are not going to take any kind of body measurements or weigh ourselves for 30 days, okay? So don't even worry about that. I mean, we, at the end, certainly, do that. You will know if you are moving in the right direction by the way that you feel, by the way that your clothes fit, by the energy that you have, by the way your skin looks, your digestion, all of that. You don't need, it can really cause a negative mindset if you're stepping on and off the scale all the time. So we're going to avoid that. So that's really the gist of the Whole30. And like I said, you guys, it has really been phenomenal for me. I'm always looking to kind of amp things up or switch and modify what makes me feel better. And so I've tried lots and lots of eating plans, over years' time. And this is my absolute favorite. I mean, it works. So at the end of the Whole30, you will, and we'll be posting about this in the group, you will start to reintroduce some of these foods to see how you feel, to see, do they negatively affect your digestion, your energy, that kind of thing. So in this group, if you'd like to join, when I jump off, I will post in the link in the comments. I will post the group, and you can go and request to be added, and we'll be happy to approve you. Anyone is invited to join us. It's totally free to join. It's just really, we want to create a community around supporting each other in promoting healthy habits, and cleansing our body periodically is super important. It promotes great health. And why not do it together? Why not do both of these two together? Now, remember also that if you are not a wholesale customer with doTERRA, you can actually sign up and get that Cleanse and Renew kit for 20% off just this month in September. If someone invited you to this group that has shared doTERRA with you, please go to that person. They would absolutely love to help you get started. If you happen to be on this live and you haven't ever talked to anyone about doTERRA and there's no one helping you, then reach out to us. We'd be happy to help you and get you started and get you in the group. So we're excited. I mean, we hope that you guys will join us throughout the group. Not only will we be providing guides, to go by, but also we'll be sharing lots of recipes. We'll probably be doing lives in there showing you how to make quick Whole30 meals, snacks. Really, actually, you're not technically supposed to snack on the Whole30, but you can have one snack if you're like really hungry. So you're really supposed to eat three meals and eat enough so that you stay full. I am a person who usually has one snack every day, but a lot of times when I'm doing strict Whole30, I'm good. I can go with just the 3 meals, but we'll be sharing just some quick meals and probably a couple snacks here and there that you can make very easily. So I hope that you will join us. I hope that this information was really helpful, and please feel free again to post in the comments if you have questions, and I'll be happy to answer them. All right, you guys, have an amazing night. See you soon. Bye.